Have you ever been doing your thing, going through life as normal, when all of a sudden a crazy Karen shows up and tries to ruin your day? Hey guys, this is Frank, and today's video is all about these kinds of stories, as we're looking at the subreddit r/idontworkherelady. I hope you guys enjoy these stories and subscribe to my channel for future videos just like this one. Let's go. Lady thinks I'm room service. Won't let me pass until I give her my food. Backstory. In the winter of 2017, my family went on a huge road trip from where we lived in Northern California all the way to Arizona and Nevada. We spent 5 days in Arizona and Christmas in a hotel overlooking the Grand Canyon. And then we were off to Nevada. We were going to spend just a few nights to celebrate my dad's birthday and see a David Copperfield show. We ate dinner at an adjoining restaurant called the Wolfgang Puck. And then my parents left my sister and I, 14 and 16 at the time, to go to their hotel room alone, so long as we got them some dessert and were back to our room within the hour. We got Black Forest chocolate cake and some rum and raisin ice cream, and then headed back upstairs, along with the leftover food from dinner. When we reached the 8th floor, we stepped out and began walking to our room, down the hall and to the right. Just as we turned the corner, a door to our left opened. An irate-looking woman stepped out, tapping her foot impatiently and staring expectantly at us. She said, "Finally, it should not take you over an hour to deliver some gosh dang cake." What are you? She interrupts me. She grabs for the food I'm carrying, the dessert. My sister had the leftovers. She says, "Give those here. I'm a paying customer. I won't stand for you mouthing off like this." I say, "Hey, what are you doing? That's my food." I jerk back. My sister is already several feet back, looking amused, but also worried. Probably about the cake, not me. Crazy lady says, "Listen, I don't want to hear your excuses. Another word out of either of you, and I'll have you reported." I say, "What the ever-loving F are you on about? We are effing guests at the hotel, and you better stay the F back." By this time, a waiter comes around the corner. In front of him is a huge cart that is literally piled with food. He says, "Hello, I heard yelling. Is something wrong?" Before I can get a word in, Crazy Lady says, "Your dumbass employees not only came an hour late with my food, but they are now being argumentative and are refusing to give me the food. Are you in charge around here? Maybe you can talk some sense into them." The waiter turns to me. He says, "Young man, is what she's saying?" He stops mid-sentence, realizing he's talking to a 5'3" teen whose voice hasn't even cracked yet. He turns to Crazy Lady and says, "Ma'am, I don't know who you think these people are, but they aren't waiters. They have food, yes, but that's from the Wolfgang Puck, as you can see by the box logo. And it's not even where you ordered the food from." She tries to interrupt, but he cuts her off and says, "I know because I have your food right here." Crazy Lady goes pretty red and shuts up right away. After that, the waiter told us to wait a bit further down the hall while he finished up giving the lady her dessert. He came back to us and escorted us to our rooms. And for the most part, that was the end of that. We did get some free breakfast cards delivered to our door early the next morning, but we were leaving for a lunch engagement on our drive home, and there was no time to use them. This next story is titled, "I don't work here. This is my lounge room, and I'm trying to watch TV." Years ago, I had a different landline number and started getting all these calls demanding to speak to the boss of Access Chemicals. It got tiring. Like, I nearly didn't want to answer my phone because it was getting a little anxiety-provoking. Then, one day a Karen calls. She says, "Are you the manager?" The manager of what? Access Chemicals. We had a rude delivery guy boss the reception ladies around. Sorry, you've been had. Excuse me, did you just interrupt me? I'm trying to say this is my own private number, and you've got a fake invoice from a fake company. Well, anyway, now that you've stopped interrupting me, I'll explain. This rude delivery guy demanded a cash check from our company for a bunch of cleaning chemicals he was delivering, but we didn't order it. Lady, I'm sitting in my lounge room. Okay, but we'd like to speak to the manager to complain about your delivery staff and arrange a refund. I'm trying to watch my show and you're interrupting. And I hang up the phone. Karen rings again. Did you just hang up on me? Yes, I'm not Access Chemicals. You've been had. And I'm trying to watch my show. And I hang up again. Karen, of course, rings again. Can you stop hanging up on me? I don't understand. Why are you watching TV when I've asked you to put me through to the manager? Because I'm done with work today. I'm not at work. I'm at home. I'm in my lounge room trying to watch TV. Even though the number on your invoice is actually my number, the whole thing is fake. You've been had. So it is your number. Okay then, let me tell you that these chemicals are garbage. They don't even seem to clean. Lady, it's a fraud. Really? You're admitting it? No, I'm telling you, I get these calls all the time and someone has ripped you off using my phone number. But you said it's your number. I hung up and ignored the phone the rest of the night. Another time, I had a Gary shouting that he was going to call the police. Complained to the ombudsman? I don't know what that is, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Etc., etc., etc. And I just gave up and said, fine, do it, please. Find these people and put them in jail. I'm sick of my number being misused on those invoices. I'm in my lounge room trying to have dinner. Goodbye. This guy ended up doing some research and got back to me a few days later to apologize and explain more about the scam that he had learned and that he had reported it. It stopped after about 2 months. Probably 10 to 15 different businesses scammed across that time. Fun times. I mean, what are you meant to do? Go over the story each and every time because people are a bit irate and not thinking clearly? This next story is called Wearing All Black apparently means I work at a place with all blue uniforms. My 2 friends and I hitched a ride to the IKEA near us and bought a bunch of stuff from the as-is department. We came prepared with screwdrivers and drills because all the stuff is from customer returns, and if we want to fit everything into the car, we gotta take it apart. Anyway, the 3 of us are all in the parking lot disassembling and putting away the stuff we had just bought. And this woman, Karen, and her husband Gary turn and park next to us. We pay them no mind. We're in the loading zone, loading our stuff. Karen leaps out of the car and walks over to my cart with a half disassembled bookcase on the cart and proclaims, "I'm taking this now." My friend Amy grabs the handles with both hands and firmly half screams, "This is my cart. Those are my things. Find another cart." Karen then turns to my cart, where I'm crouched with the half disassembled TV stand. While I'm unscrewing screws from the TV stand on the cart, she grabs the handle and says, "I have to go inside." I leap up as she starts to move my cart. I scream, "No, do you have eyes?" Granted, not the best choice of words, but legit. Who the hell takes a cart that someone is clearly using? Karen then says, "I'm the customer. This cart doesn't belong to you." I say, "I'm the customer also. This isn't your stuff, and this isn't your cart." Karen then begins pushing my cart, and she knocked my full blue IKEA bag of merch off the cart. I stood up and kinda bellowed, "Lady, I will mess you up. I don't work here." She shrank and fled. I'm 6'2", but today, closer to 6'5", I decided to wear these wedgie boots. I don't really think a lot about my height, but today, for once, I was really happy to be as tall as I am. This Karen was maybe 5 feet in heels. I got my cart back. It felt nice. Okay guys, the last story of the day is called "You Have the Wrong Number." I'm not sure if it totally fits, but she did think I was working for a different company. A little backstory. Blue Cross Blue Shield, or whatever health insurance company American Airlines has, apparently has the same phone number as my company, but just the area code is different. So I've been getting a lot of wrong number calls at work. I usually just interrupt people and tell them that they have the wrong number and hang up without waiting for a response, and that's that. I try to be as nice as possible, but a few times people have called back. This story is about one of my favorite times. The cast is me, an angry lady. This story is from before I knew what the phone number differences were or what the insurance company was. The phone rings. Company name, how may I help you? My husband is a pilot with American Airlines and I'm in the doctor's office right now. Are you looking for an insurance company? Yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am, but you have the wrong phone number. We're not your insurance company, okay? Have a nice day. And I hang up. Phone rings. Company name, how may I help you? Since you so rudely hung up on me, do you think you could give me the correct number to call? No, I don't have the number to your insurance company. Try redialing. And I hang up again. Phone rings. Company name, how dare you hang up on me? And I hang up again. Phone rings again. Now I see that it's her number, and I'm kind of bored. So I decided to let her go off for a minute this time, just for fun. But I let it ring a few times and then pick up. Company name, how may I help you? Are you kidding me? Listen here, Miss Company Name. Hang up on me again, and you're screwed. My husband is a pilot for American Airlines. Connect me to the insurance now. I can't. I don't have that number, and I don't work with them. But can I interest you in our new product? We have the best prices. What is wrong with you? I'm going to have you fired. My husband is And I hang up on her while she's still yelling. She calls back one more time, and I didn't answer. And she hasn't called back since. I guess she figured it out. I feel bad for whoever caught her when she did dial the right number. And I really hope someone isn't actually named what our store is named at Blue Cross or American. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Do me a favor and tap that like button. And let me know which story was your favorite in the comment section below. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button and bell for future videos just like this one. And I'll see you guys in the next video.